हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं टाइम पीरियड ऑफ सिंपल पेंडुलम। आज हम सीखेंगे कि एक सिंपल पेंडुलम का टाइम पीरियड कैसे निकालें। हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द टाइम पीरियड ऑफ सिंपल पेंडुलम। टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, लेट अस नो व्हाट इज अ सिंपल पेंडुलम। सिंपल पेंडुलम हम किसे कहते हैं? सो द सिंपल पेंडुलम इज द वन विच हैज अ स्ट्रिंग विच इज इनएक्सटेंसिबल, कि ये और ज़्यादा खींच नहीं सकता है। ठीक है, तो दिस स्ट्रिंग शुड बी इनएक्सटेंसिबल एंड देयर शुड बी अ मास अटैच टू दिस स्प्रिंग having suppose this object has mass m. So this object mass m, we call it a bob, and this bob should be a point object. You know what in physics what is point object? The point object is the one which has the dimension very less than the very less than the dimension of its distance from a certain point. Suppose this it is attached to a point O. So if this dimension is very large, then the dimension of this bob must be very small. So we call it a point object or point mass. Okay, so now let us learn how to calculate the time period of a simple pendulum. Here in the diagram we have a pendulum which is hanging from point O on the ceiling. Okay, so suppose we have displaced this mass m. This string has a length of L which is attached to mass m at point O. Okay, we have what we have done here is initially the pendulum was in a mean position. From this mean position we have taken the bob towards certain point A, which makes the angle theta with the initial position or initial line. Okay, so this theta should be very small, so that very small, that is very small, and then only this pendulum will execute SHM. For SHM this theta should be very small. That is the condition of SHM. So let us check what are the forces acting on this pendulum. One is the tension due to the string. Okay, this tension will be towards the point O, and other force that is acting on this bob or the mass is mg, which is the weight of this bob or the mass. And now let us resolve this mg into two rectangular components. Okay, so one is, say this is these two makes angle 90 degree. Okay, so this is angle theta. So let us calculate how much is this angle. This is angle theta. This will be 90 minus theta. This and this will be parallel. Why it is parallel? Because it is making this angle, this arrows are making 90 degree. So this line and this mg is parallel. Okay, and it is also parallel in the sense that this line is perpendicularly downwards, and mg is also downward. So we have this angle theta will be equal to this angle theta. Okay, so when we resolve this vector, when we resolve this force mg in its rectangular form, rectangular components, this will be mg sin theta, mg cos theta, sorry, and this will be mg sin theta. This mg sin theta is acting towards the mean position. Okay, so this will be our restoring force. This will be our restoring force, and this string has a length of L. I forgot to mention that this string has a length of L. So now coming back to this our problem, we have a restoring force F, that is minus mg sin theta. Okay, this as I've already told you, this is minus mg sin theta. So then we can write force as ma. This ma will be equals to minus mg sin theta. We have simply substitute the value of F as ma. Okay, and there will be negative sign over here. Why? Because this force is acting in the opposite direction of the displacement. We have displaced this bob or mass in this direction from the mean position, and the force is acting in the opposite direction. So we have to put a sign over here. This m and this m will be cancelled out. So we have the acceleration of this mass as minus g sine theta. Okay. In mathematics, if the theta is very small, that is theta tends to 0, not 0, then we can take sine theta as theta. In this equation, we will take sine theta as theta. So the acceleration will come out to be minus g theta. Okay. Now let us know what is theta over here. So suppose this is the pendulum, and it makes an arc x, and this arc will be equals to the displacement when this theta is very small. So this x is equals to the length of the arc will be equal to the displacement of the bob, or the displacement of the particle. Now we can write A is equals to minus g x upon L. Why? Because in a circle, any angle theta is equals to the length of the arc divided by the radius of the circle. Okay, so we can write A is equals to minus g xl. Okay, where x is the displacement of the bob from the mean position. As we know from the equation of SHM, acceleration is acceleration is minus omega square. Okay, acceleration is equals to minus omega square x. Okay, so we can write omega square as minus a upon x. From here we will substitute the value of a as minus g x upon L. When we substitute the value of minus g x upon L, then x will be cancelled out, and we will get omega square is equals to g by L, and minus sign will also be get cancelled out. So omega square is equals to g by L, using a is equals to minus gx upon L. So as we know that the angular frequency of this body will be equals to 2 pi by t from the general law of physics. So we have time period that will be equals to 2 pi upon omega, right? And what is omega here? Omega is under root g upon L. So this under root g upon L is in denominator. So our time period will come out to be 2 pi under root L upon g. So that is all for today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.